It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Here's Love. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Love now. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And some room to maneuver. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing. Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And some room to work. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Jones now on 1st down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking to throw. Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Shepard now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Shepard now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now Love. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Glove. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Love looking to throw it. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Yeah, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. There's Trimble, the tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jones throw complete there to Beckham. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Love's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To the air again, Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Play action this time with Love. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Jones on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On play action. Love to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Shepard now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones, flush to his right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Shepard now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Touchdown! That's caught. Tommy Tremble, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Shepard now from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Love from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Following the interception, Love. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 42 yards. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Shepard now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Shepard now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Love. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Drop deep, drop deep.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Shepard now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Flushed out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's Jones on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Craig. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 57.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.